The panel lasted for 3 days. It has brought many eminent figures from different segments of society who brought their expertise and experience to the table.
There are people who don't understand that difference.
The panelists gave their views on how government and media can use common values to address problems. In addition, panelists talked about the common grounds in religion to create a set of moral actions which can be used to mitigate global and local problems surrounding the society. Sheila Jackson Lee, a member of Congress, said that dialogue among people from different backgrounds contributes to the greater peace, as the world is becoming a small family. She also appreciated the efforts of the Gulen Institute and Fethullah Gulen, the Turkish Muslim scholar.
The more we understand each other and the more we understand each other's faith, the more that we can find a place of harmony. I think what the Gulen Institute is doing, and the founder of the Institute is doing, is something long overdue, to be able to express to people that it is all right, that it is well to accept differences, to appreciate different faith, and to understand that the underlying, if you will, premise or the underlying sense of this faith is about love and about charity.
It becomes bigger.
Sheriff Adrian Garcia also appreciated the activities of the Gulen Institute and said the creation of a much greater society will be possible through diverse communities getting together, developing a relationship, respecting one another, and defining their commonalities.
Well, I think the Gulen Institute is being a leader in creating a very important dialogue on issues of tolerance and world peace, and how not just around the world, but in local places, as in Houston, Texas, that diverse communities can come together, coexist, respect one another, and allow our children to develop their own relationships and define their commonalities. I think this is a very important process and a very important function that the Gulen Institute is doing. I think it will help us in the long run become a much greater society.
Gordon J. Kwan brought a different perspective on Fethullah Gulen, the scholar who has inspired the Gulen Institute in their endeavors for dialogue and understanding. He said that Mr. Gulen is among certain people who have had God's gift, such as Martin Luther King or Abraham Lincoln. He stated that Gulen points at a broader good of each person, rather than seeing them as just Chinese, Turkish, or American.
Well, I think that there are certain people gifted by God with a different philosophy, a broader look at life. As we've looked recently at President Obama's inauguration, so many people alluded to Martin Luther King and his vision, or maybe Abraham Lincoln. I think Mr. Gulen also is that type of person who doesn't just look at today, but looks at the world in a broader base of us being of one humanity, not just Turkish or American or Chinese or whatever, but the commonness that we share and how we can put aside some of these differences and look to a broader good of each person.
It's good for me. You have to do it too. You have to follow the laws of the country. And what we have to look for, I think in our dialogue, are what are the tools that are available to us, both in educating the